Welcome back to the Switch Sports Golf Pro League. It is the first week of Stage 2. The Daggers took a solid victory in the first stage. My Treemeisters, who we have 3 of in this lobby, finished in second place, a solid second place finish. So the Daggers qualify for the championship stage no matter what, but with a second place finish, we're first in the wildcard standings. The scores have completely reset, however. This is a whole new month in this Pro League. Let's get started here. We have a very solid lobby. I'm joined by my teammates Alex and Leah. We put together a nice stage 1. Let's see if we can get stage 2 off to a nice start. Also in this lobby we have Cress, we have A-Town, Inventago is here as well. I'm going to see how the names pop up. I didn't get a good look actually before we started. But we also have Beef, who seems to really enjoy beating the Treemeisters, and he's had a good time doing that. I mean, he's had some success doing that, so we'll see if we can cook Beef this time around, or if he proves that he is the burger and we are buns. Alright, let's get started on hole 1. We've got 4 miles an hour straight ahead. A-Town has already made the eagle. Let's see if we can hit a good one here. Probably have to hit it with about 3.1, 3.2 or so dots of power. Let's see if that works. Okay, my shot's on its way. It really depends where it lands. That takes a really good landing, and I'll make it for the eagle on the first. Cress has chipped in as well. A couple eagles on this tougher first hole with a very, very small target to land it on. You have to just carry the fringe, but you cannot hit the fringe. So we're also joined by Zen here. I apologize to Zen. I think he was the only person I didn't mention in the early going. So we've got A-Town, Cress, Beef, Zen, Inventago, Leo, and Alex. 3 eagles to start from me, A-Town, and Cress. We'll move on to hole 2, and when I'm playing with my teammates, I'm really hoping to see a nice, good seed where we can get some low scoring across the board. So we're hoping for some good conditions. Let's see if they continue. It's a nice wind condition, but a tough pin here on this second hole. A very tough pin, actually. Back right on hole 2 is very, very difficult to hit. Let's give it the best shot we can. I'm going to club up to the spoon and hit it with roughly that much power. Now, hopefully this carries just fine and maybe rattles in. It's a really tough shot to that back pin, but we'll give it a chance. Ooh, is that overpowered? I think it is. Yeah, we'll just bounce it by. So a tough condition on hole 2. Tough to tell how much that wind is going to push it back in the face. I kind of overdid it with the adjustment there. It seems like a lot of people are ending up going long here. I'll tap in a birdie. We see a couple close calls. Was that Cress with a really good look at a 4 under through 2 that he just misses? And we'll see a bunch of tap-in birdies. There's an ace from Inventago, a very nice one, on a really tough pin. So Inventago with the only ace there. That's a bit rare on hole 2, but it's a very nice ace on that tough back pin. It's now an even split between 3 unders and 2 unders through 2. Let's see what hole 3 has in store. It looks like a 0 wind condition. Very nice here. It may have a more difficult pin though. Let's see. Oh, and it does. Okay, that's a weird pin. Let's see if we can pull it off. It's not easy. This is going to be a tough one to make, even with 0 wind. Oh, there are 6 possible pins on hole 3. And that is the one that is the most difficult to make, even with 0 wind. You know, almost every other pin, none of them are going to be easy with 0 wind, but almost every other pin has a strategy that works pretty consistently. This one is just kind of consistently baffling. Let's see if we can figure it out. I'm actually going to take a little bit off this drive in hopes of leaving it on the shorter end, and I kind of want a slightly longer third shot here, just from that short rough. Oh, I launch it. Oh, it launches on me. Okay. We're going to be guessing no matter what. We were going to be guessing to start with, but now we're really guessing from here. I'm going to go 9-iron and aim it out to the left just a bit. And now we just have to get this power right and try to glide it in. Let's hit it with about 1.4 dots of power, I'll say, and some glide spin with this 9-iron. Let's see if that works. Okay, there's the shot. Oh, I overpowered it. Yeah, it kicks, rolls back just slightly. And it wasn't on the line to begin with. It does have to kick a little bit more right. And it sometimes does if you land it a little bit shorter. But this pin is just so difficult to make eagles on. Wow, 0 eagles on a 0 wind hole 3. That pin just is consistently baffling and frustrating. We'll move on to hole 4 and hope to see some hopefully nicer winds, maybe a chance at a couple more eagles on this front 9. We see a good one here, actually. 4 miles an hour straight across on hole 4. It's a tougher back left pin, but it's not too bad. We'll aim it out to the right a decent amount and hit it with roughly 3.5 dots of power. Let's see if that works.
Nice shot.
Okay, maybe a touch short there. We'll have to see if that's all right. I left it a little too far to the right anyway. Beef has made the ace. Mine's going to trickle down and be a close call, but just a little bit off. We'll have to tap in another birdie on some just slightly tougher pins. I mean, the wind hasn't been too bad, but 2, 3, and 4 have all had arguably the most difficult pin. Now, hole 4 has a couple of weird ones, but half of them are kind of okay. This is not one of them. So a nice ace there from Beef will push him to that group in first place. It's 5 under through 4 in the lead. It's been a tougher start with the pins, but not too bad with the wins. Birdies have been abundant. Eagles have been kind of tough. Let's see what hole 5 has in store. It looks like it's a 0 wind hole 5. A very nice condition here. Let's see if we can take advantage of this. It's a tougher pin sometimes. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's a slightly tougher pin. Not the most straightforward 0 wind pin, but we'll see if we can make it. We'll send a good first shot out there, just right of that tree. When there's 0 wind and you're dealing with the competitive mode tees, you can put this one all the way out to the right of that tree, and it works pretty well. And now we just have to aim this down to the low part of the fairway. So we'll aim for kind of in between that light square and dark square on the fairway. That usually lands it in a pretty good spot. Let's try it out.
Nice shot.
We'll hit another full drive that should just clip the fairway and hopefully end up in a spot where we can just bump and run a nice chip up there. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. 41 yards out. Now let's see, do we have to aim this to the left at all? We may. I'm not entirely sure that we're on the right line here. Leo has made the chip in. Very nice from Leo. A-Town as well. Let's see. Hopefully that just bumps and runs up there nicely. Oh, it kicks a little to the left. Oh, and it misses on the left side. What a tough mound on hole 5 with this pin. I think I ended up in a tee spot where I was a bit further back of everybody, and I couldn't quite get as far as I wanted to go. Okay, we see 2 eagles. Nice ones from A-Town and a nice one from my teammate Leo. So A-Town's going to take the overall lead here, 7 under through 5. It hasn't been a bad wind start. The pins have just been kind of frustratingly inaccessible with the ones that we saw. What do we have here on hole 6? It's an okay looking condition. Let's send this one out to the trees. It's not going to be the easiest eagle, so I'm just going to try to go for the birdie here. I mean, we can give it a chance. We can put it, you know, in the direction of the pin. Hopefully that just holds the line, makes it over the trunk. It does, and we'll end up in a good spot here. With everybody else, it looks like everybody goes for that tree strategy, and the reason for it is because it takes that tree all the way down on the right out of play. So it's in play when you're in the fairway with this pin that's kind of towards the front of the green. But here we can just aim it out to the left a little bit, and we should be in a pretty good spot to send this one down there. I think about here should be pretty good for the adjustment. We'll want to hit this with about that much power. Let's see if we can send a good look at this one down there. Oh, that's maybe a touch short. Let's see if it makes a big difference. It'll take a big bounce and, ooh, it kind of glides to a stop. But that's an okay spot. Not great. Not terrible. We can just tap a birdie down there. And it's relatively straight. We just have to aim it a touch out to the left. Give it a tap. And that should sink. Okay, there we go. All right, so it's been a tough start here for scoring. Only A-Town has had 2 eagles so far. I'm just at 1. You know, not bad for the front 9. That's typically more difficult, but it would be nice to try to get some good scoring going in this round. What are we going to have on hole 7? Is this a no wind situation or very light wind? Actually, it's 9 miles an hour. Okay, so not no wind, not super light, but doable. It's kind of in a fine direction. Let's see if we can take advantage of this. It's eagleable, but it's not the easiest. We'll just have to try to send a spin shot down there with the 3-iron, try to judge the power correctly, and see if we can get lucky on the rollback. So let's see, the wind's going to push us a little bit to the left. Not a ton, but enough that we do have to adjust it to the right just a touch. We want to land this to the right of this pin anyway and try to roll it back that way. Let's hit it with about 3.2 dots of power. And hopefully the wind causes this to fly up there a little bit more than that. Kind of catch the front of the green. Or maybe the fairway or something like that. And just roll back nicely. Oh, I left that short. Oh, and that's deep trouble. Oh my goodness, what did I do there? I've been playing in the past 2 days a lot. Going for a set seed run. And towards the end of it, I definitely started feeling some fatigue in my arm. It's a motion control game, so definitely some fatigue in the arm. Oh, we sink it. Okay. It's a par. But my backspin shots towards the end of that started to fade on me. And it's carried over here. I'm only a couple hours removed from that. And I mean, it's a video game. It's weird to talk about fatigue in that way with a video game. But my backspin shots were fading towards the end. I need to try to get them back together for this and not let this week get away from me. So we make a par. We're only one shot back though. We're okay. We can come back from it. I just need to get my backspin shots to work. Let's lock in. I only have to play, you know, another 18 holes, or just one more 18-hole round, and we'll be good. Just have to get through it. No more mistakes like that. Let's try our best. Ooh, and a tough look here. A real tough look, actually, at hole 8. Not a backspin shot, so that's okay. Let's just use the spoon, make sure we fly it up there. We probably want to hit it with about that much power. Let's see, right about to there. Make sure we get it there with this spoon. Okay, that feels like maybe it's a bit much. Oh, it actually needs to get there. Oh, no. Oh, no. 2 in a row I've put in the water. I didn't quite know how to read that one. I don't think I've ever really seen that situation before. This is not good. This is a tough look here. 33 miles an hour in the face. Just not quite it. We'll bounce one up there. Hopefully save a bogey here. My goodness, what a tough break in these last 2 holes. Okay. Oh, Zen has made a hole-in-one. Very nice to Zen. I'm going to tap in a bogey. I just can't be doing that. I just can't be hitting those types of shots. We're going to drop back to last place here in this one. And it's going to take some real good shots to make this a salvageable round. All right. Hole 9. Let's see if we can salvage something here. At least put together a decent back 9. A score that we'll hopefully get rid of. But let's see if we can pull off some sort of miracle and try to come back here. You're never out of it in this game. You can always string together some shots. We're going to try to do that here. It's a tough look at hole 9, but let's see if we can do something with it. Alright, we'll send that one down there. That'll be in an okay spot. This is a tough pin. This has been the round of tough pins. Every single hole, with the exception of 7, was pretty fine, but every single other one has been probably one of the tougher pins that you can see on all of them. Alright, let's see if we can make some shots here. This one requires backspin. I'm hoping that we don't see too much of that on the back 9. But let's see if we can... There we go. There's the backspin shot. Now that's going to move way too far to the right with all that wind. However, it may kind of zip back. Oh, it catches the fringe and slows all the way down. If that held the green, it may have rolled back down to the left a good amount with all that slope on the green. But we can tap in a birdie here. We'll loop it around and sink it. Okay, that's a tougher birdie, but we make it. Okay, so a birdie there is not going to put me on a good pace. I mean, a 7 under front is by far the worst we've had so far, but you never know. You can always string together shots on the back 9. We'll see if we can save this round. Imagine if we could put together like a mid-20s round with a double water ball on 7 and 8. Let's see if we can pull it off. It's not going to be easy. Actually, we need to adjust this drive, so let's put this out to... Oh, wait, we don't. Oh, wait, we don't. I was looking at the pin wrong. We'll aim it out towards the middle. We'll send it out there. Hopefully that's going to end up in an okay spot, even though I adjusted it and then had to move it back. That looks like it'll be pretty fine. We just have to aim this a little out to the left. It should kick a little bit back left, so I'm going to under-adjust it just a touch. But let's try to get this all the way up there.
Nice shot.
And hopefully we can start stringing a couple shots together. Oh, did I leave that short? Oh, man. That's a pretty makeable one. It's not the easiest, even with 2-mile-an-hour winds, but that's one you want to get to the cup at least and give it a shot. We'll tap it in for a birdie. So we'll see 2 chip-ins, one from Beef, one from Inventago. So Inventago will join A-Town in the lead at 12 under. Beef moves up to 10 under. I'm 2 shots back of that group now in last place. Gotta put some eagles together. There's no getting around that. I must continue trying my best. We'll see if we can salvage this round. What's it going to be on hole 11? 6-mile-an-hour winds, not the easiest here. We'll aim this out to there. We'll hit it with the 3-iron and about that much power. It's a backspin shot again, but there's no getting around that. Let's make sure we do this right. See if we can hit a good one here. Okay, that should be a good shot. Oh, but the aim is wrong. I over-adjusted it by a wide margin. Leo makes an ace. So remember, my teammates are in this as well. They may have to pick me up this week. I am not having a good first round. You know, no eagles with the exception of the first hole and a couple of water balls. Misadjusted that one, but we'll tap it in for the birdie. Okay, so I'll be at 9 under through 11. Leo makes an ace, though, to push to 12 under. So he's now 1 shot back of the lead. I'm still going to keep trying. We have some time to put this back together. You know, it's not unheard of to string together 5 or 6 eagles on the back. We're going to try to start it here on hole 12. Let's see. Oh, is this a really tough condition? It's the worst. It's the absolute worst condition on hole 12. I mean, it's still a fine eagle chance, but there's no real chance at the albatross here with this pin. So the front pin in the left side of the green and the 11-mile-an-hour maximum wind in the face combination means you just have to bounce it up and over the pin. You can't use the 3-iron, so you can't use spin. You have to use the spoon, hit it almost full power, and just bounce it right over the top. There's almost a 0 chance of making this unless you dunk it, which I'm not going to try to do, because if you try to dunk it and miss, you put it over the back of the green. So we're just going to hit a nearly full spoon just to carry it up and over the bunker, bounce it off the short part of the fairway, up and over the pin, and, oh, somebody hits the flag. However, the flag is blowing straight back, so it catches it before it goes too far. Now that drops down like right next to the pin for a tap-in eagle, but you actually can't get it close enough to the pin to drop it in for the albatross. So that's another tough aspect of this one. Even if you do the best you can, it still just doesn't want to fall for the albatross. So this is just an eagle hole. I've accepted the eagle. No look at the albatross. We'll move on. All right, so it's eagles all around. Everybody handles that one pretty well. We saw a couple nice saves. So no birdies, but no albatrosses. Not much of an albatross chance there. I'm still just at 11 under through 12. We'll move on to 13 here. Let's see what pin we're dealing with. Once again, throughout this entire round, it's just been like the toughest pins on the green. Now, it's light wind. 2 miles an hour in the face, not bad at all there. But it's just not the greatest. Let's try our best, though. We'll aim it to about there, I think. And we'll hit it with the 5-iron, a little over that third dot of power. Once again, this must be a backspin shot. So we're going to try that. And hopefully get it to spin right. I think that's pretty good. Let's see where it ends up. I think I may have overflown that. Yeah, I did. It'll roll back to a fine spot. Oh, somebody makes the ace. Cress makes the ace there on a tough one. That's a very, very nice ace. So I'll make just another birdie. Cress with a nice ace is going to join the leaders at 16 under through 13. So not a torrid pace. It's been a tough seed, a lot of tough pins to make, but we do see some good scores in this round. There's just not a ton you can do when you have a par on 7 with a water ball and another water ball on 8 with a bogey. That just torches your score. We're still going to keep trying our best to come back from it. This is going to have to be a make, I think. I mean, at least an eagle. We have to handle this wind well. 9 miles an hour, pushing back to the left just slightly. Let's put this through the tree gap, hopefully. Just have to hit. I'm going to go full power here. I think full power is going to be safe. Now, that should push left. Oh, and I just over-adjusted it. Oh, the wind didn't touch that at all. I thought that would push back to the left a considerable amount more. Everybody else handled it pretty well. Oh, I just don't have it today. Just don't have it today. Let's see if we can save. I mean, this is savable, and we're gonna try our best here to somehow put this on the green, or at least close to it. Got to hit about that shot. Oh, that might do it. If there was anything that had a chance. Oh, and I clipped the bunker. I clipped the first 3 inches of the bunker on the left side. This is still savable. I'm just playing probably my worst round in this pro league yet. I don't want to use the excuse that I torched my ability to play competitive for the near future by trying that set seed run that had a pretty cool outcome. But going back to the regular game mode has been an adjustment, that's for sure. But let's see if we can pull it off. We'll send it up there on a decent line. Oh, it's just going to miss. Man, a birdie on 14. We'll keep trying our best. We'll keep trying to make every single shot. Ooh, Inventago made the albatross there, so he's going to push to 19 under par through 14. So the pace can be pretty good. You know, it happens quick on the back nine. Albatrosses will do that. So Inventago's on a good pace here. He has made a couple nice shots in this game. I'm only at 13 under, less than birdie golf. Don't want to be...
Nice shot.
especially as a team captain, you don't want to be putting up low scores. Or, not low, the opposite of low. High scores in golf. We'll try our best to sink one here. This is a tough look at hole 15. That's going to move to the right a decent amount. Now, is it going to roll back at all? No, it's not. With all that tailwind and that really tough green to spin it back on all the time on hole 15. Kind of feels like hole 15 green is made out of glass with the way that it just doesn't roll back ever with the spin. We'll tap in a birdie, as we very frequently do on 15. Very tough green to navigate. So that'll be birdies all around on a strong wind, you know, a weird pin, and it'll be 20 under for Inventago through 15. I'm just at 14 under. Oh man, what a tough round. We only have 3 holes left to try to make something happen. It's going to be eagle to even get to a 20. And this is a difficult wind condition. 33 miles an hour pushing to the right. Let's aim it out over the top of that little tree in front of me. That's the 33 mile an hour aim point to put it through that secondary shortcut. We'll send it up there. That should push all the way to the right. Clear all those trees and maybe like launch into the bunker. No, it'll just bounce to a stop, which is also kind of fine. We'll take that. 26 yards away. This is, I mean, not easy, but it's somewhat makeable here. Let's see if we can roll one up there. It's probably going to take about a dot and a half or so of power. But let's try to maybe make this one. You never know. I'm going to aim right at it. The wind should push that a little bit left. That should roll up a good amount. And hey, look at that. We make an eagle. A tough condition on hole 16. Is it too little too late? Probably. But you know it still feels good. So I'll make the eagle. Cress will make the eagle as well. That was a weird hole 16. That'll push me to 16 under. Not every round can be a great round. That one had some mistakes, some tougher looks. I mean, hole 7 wasn't bad, but hole 8 was pretty tough. This one got away from me a little bit. We can always battle back. We can always try to make some good shots on 17 and 18, too. Let's see if we can pull one off here. Spoon's going to be the play. We'll aim it all the way out to the right. This should push completely across the green. We'll hit it to about there for power, and hopefully that doesn't just bounce short. Hopefully this actually, you know, moves left and makes its way over the green. Let's see if that's a good shot. That should hit the short rough and launch, if I did that right. It does launch, okay. And it catches a lot of the fairway and fringe, so it slows down quite a bit, and we'll have a tap-in birdie on 17 here. All right, we'll tap it up there and in. Perfectly straight putt through a tough wind condition. So Leo, my teammate's going to make a par there. And it's been a tough seed. He'll be at 19 under. I'm at 17 under with a group. Inventago with a nice 22 under. So a lot of pars on that last, or a couple pars on that last one. Tough hole 17. Ooh, is this a 0 wind hole 18? But once again, out of all of the pins on this green, that is probably the hardest to albatross with 0 wind. The way this round has been, it's been nice wins, but the pins that we have seen have just been routinely, like, arguably the worst out of the 6 possibilities over and over. Can never complain about 0 wind. You know, 0 wind is a very nice wind condition to see. Can't ask for too much, though. Let's see if we can hit this shot. I'm going to aim this just like a touch left and glide spin it. Let's see if we can hit this one. I'm going to go 3-iron, plenty of spin, and hopefully... Oh, somebody has made the albatross here. I just saw somebody jump up and down next to me. Who was that? Leo has made it. All right. Zen and Leo both make the albatrosses.
Nice shot.
Let's see if I can send mine up there. I want that to hit just short and glide. Oh, I left it short, and that's going to zip all the way back off the green. Oh, what a forgettable round for me. You know, I can chip this up and in for the eagle, and it's not too bad, but... Man, just I couldn't get anything going that time. A lot of mistakes. More mistakes than I've really made in this Pro League to this point. But you know, there's always next round. We can play another one this week. I'm going to try to do better in that one. We'll try to chip this in and finish this round off in an okay fashion. With a 19 under, I think that'll be, with that eagle. Not my best round. Definitely not my worst round. Couple bad mistakes. I mean, even just birdies on 7 and 8 would have saved me 3 shots. That would have been a 22 under. But it didn't happen. It's a 19 under. We'll move on. We have one more round to play this week. I'll see you in that one tomorrow, and I'm going to lock in and try to make that a real good round. So, not a great start to this new season, but thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody who stuck around to this point. Shout out to my teammates for putting up some good scores. Nice albatross to Leo on the last one. We'll try again tomorrow.